Hi there, this is Caroline, herbalist, naturopath and nutrition consultant, talking to you from my YouTube channel about what's growing in nature at the minute. So if you do like what you see, and you'll know when you see it, please click on the link, press the bell, do all the fun and games, and I really appreciate it because it just inspires me to do more and to give you more of this information which Mother Nature has kindly bestowed upon us. So today we are talking about this little beauty. Hope you can see her. There's two flowers there. This is Viola. She is an absolute beauty. She really is. It's a tonic for the soul, a tonic for the mind when you see this growing, and a definite sure sign of spring. No more winter. It's definitely over. Okay, so you'll find her growing in not the hottest places. Actually, she likes the cooler, damper, shadier places. So here she is. Be very careful when identifying this one because she does look like several other toxic herbs. One particularly aconite is very dangerous to use. Good if you're a homeopath and a herbalist, but not if you're not. So the way to really know it and to be sure is to make sure you get the ones with the heart-shaped leaves. This is how you will tell the difference. The other one, especially aconite, has like crow's feet, chicken feet leaves. So that's good to know, isn't it? So violet comes in blue, purple, yellow and white. Do not pick the yellow ones, but every other one is absolutely fine. Now it is absolute tonic, this one, it really is. It's particularly good for chest infections. It's very good for clearing congestion, which is awesome because I was looking for a herb like this right now, and nature does have its way of giving us exactly what we need at the minute. So it's good for clearing congestion from colds, coughs, bronchitis, which is what happens this time of year. Spring, I mean, if you don't do a cleanse, you're made to cleanse, right? That's kind of what happens. So your body is purged, and nature has everything to make sure that you can do it safely and speedily as possible. So yeah, she's got a long history as a decongestant, and a little bit too much, if you take too much of it, it can be a gentle laxative. So how do we do it? Yes, you can add these into salads fresh. Okay, you can cook them with omelette and have that for breakfast, lovely. Or you can make a violet syrup out of it, which is what I'll be doing. However, I will be checking with my neighbour before I pinch them because they are so beautiful. And we have such a short period of time when it comes to the violet. I mean, really, they're around for several weeks. They are so full of joy. They're not like a daffodil that's around for several months. They really are around for just a few weeks, spreading their joy, and off they go. Now, never feel bad about picking violets, although, like I said, check with your neighbours first. It's because they're one of the earliest flowers of spring, but they don't have any, the flowers are not for pollinating, basically bees. The sweet scent of the violet is just for them. Okay, it's just for us to enjoy. They don't have any, it's not a way for them to attract the bees because they are self-pollinators. Okay, so they literally do reproduce. And the way they reproduce is they send their little shoots through the ground, just a bit like the mushroom mycelium. That's how they reproduce, okay? So don't be afraid of picking lots and lots of violet flowers and making your beautiful cough syrup out of them later on. It's not a problem. You're not going to be killing the species because we're always very conscientious as pickers and foragers to not take too much, okay? What else? She has an interesting mythology. The nymph Io, who caught the eye of the Kamaki, as we would say in Greek, a bit of a looker was Zeus, always checking out the ladies, and she was a beautiful nymph Io. So anyway, she caught his eye, and Zeus and her had an affair, and while he was married to Hera. So in order for Hera to not find out, and because she was a very jealous wife, probably because, it was not without reason, he turned her into a heifer, like a teenage cow, and off she goes. So Aya is for her camouflage. So Aya's there, she's eating the grass, and she found that the grass was just so harsh for her, so she just cried and cried and cried. She was so upset being a heifer. I mean, she was a beautiful nymph, right, being turned into a heifer, but she was so upset because the grass was so harsh for her to ingest. So what he did is Zeus then turned her tears into violets. So everywhere she went, she would be producing violets that she would then be ingesting. The thing is, though, that Hera was pretty nasty lady anyway, but pretty jealous anyway. So what she did is she sent a fly to go and bug, literally, this heifer that was Io. And so what happens is that Io just travelled the world, and she cried her tears wherever she wanted because she was just being bugged by this fly. Until, of course, she got to Egypt, and there she managed to release the spell, and she turned into a human again and married a king. Later on, she was known as Isis and worshipped as the goddess Isis, which is quite an interesting fact. So really, Viola is one of those absolute gems of nature. So be sure to collect your syrup now, and just know that you will see her everywhere, because that fly really did bug that heifer like nobody's business, and you'll find violets everywhere. So enjoy this precious little bit of nature. She's round just for a bit, so find her and pickle and preserve her, eat her up, and enjoy the bright, bright, bright blessing of this beautiful, beautiful purples of spring. Enjoy. Bye bye now.